So once again, I welcome you all in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. यीशुआ हामाशियाक जो हिब्रू में नाम है, उस नाम से मैं आपको आप सबों का तहे दिल से शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. This time we are going to learn Hebrew alphabet. There are total 22 letters of Hebrew alphabet. If you will become familiar with these 22 letters of Hebrew alphabet, I request every one of you to please mute. Your mic should be mute and your video should be on. I request everyone to start your videos. Okay, so there are total 22 letters of Hebrew alphabet. Last three sessions, I shown you how to write a handwritten version of the script. Then also all the sounds, its transliteration, everything I have shown. Today, we are going to go further. I'll just show you where we was last time. Okay, we started with Aleph, first letter, then Bet, Gimel, Dalet, He, Waw, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yod or Yod. It is a smallest alphabet, smallest letter. Then after Yod is Kaf. Kaf, when we put a dot in it, then that time it is clear K sound. It gives clear K sound, but without dot, it gives a sound like Khet. The sound which Khet gives, the similar sound you will find that without dot, this Kaf will give. And this Kaf Sofit will also give that same sound. For example, I told you here, Melek. So Kaf Sofit means a final form. When this letter Kaf comes at the end of the word, that time it is written in this Sofit form or final form. After Kaf, we saw Lamed. How to write Lamed, I have shown you. Lamed is the biggest letter of this 22 alphabet. Then we saw Mem. The word Maim is nothing but water or ocean, is derived from this. Then Mem is also having Sofit form. This is the Mem Sofit. We call it as Mem Sofit. It covers the entire box. It doesn't go outside the box. This final Sofit form, when it comes at the end of the word, then that time this Mem is written in a Sofit form. Make sure that this portion is a right angle 90 degree. Then next we saw Noon Sofit, Noon and Noon Sofit. Noon, it gives N sound, N sound, and Noon Sofit, the line go below the box. This, when the Noon comes at the end of the word, then that time you have to write in Sofit form. So difference between Kaf Sofit and Nun Sofit I've shown you last time. Nun Sofit is having a very arm that is very it is not extended too much. Little extension is there, but Kaf Sofit, it covers the whole box. Today we are going to see the next alphabet and next letter of the alphabet, that is after Nun Sofit, there is a Samek. Samek. The word Samek means support. In Hebrew, it is called support, and it also means laying of an hand. Samek is called laying of an hand. So, how to write Samek? If you are having notebook and pen, uh, write it in a square box. Every letter of the Hebrew alphabet you have to consider in a square box. So, how to write Samek? From here, you have to start. See, in some modern Hebrew script, it is written like O. It is like O. But there should be a little ledge in a classical Hebrew which we are studying. This ledge should be there. Samek. It covers the whole box. See, Samek actually it gives a S sound. So all the S sound giving consonants are called sibilant. Sibilant, and this S sound giving we saw is sade, that we had to see, but this sign which we saw, it gives actually English transliteration is Z, but it also gives it is also called a sibilant. It gives like sign, it gives a S sound. So Samek, make sure that there is a ledge, and in this way you have to draw Samek. It is complete round. If you'll not make a round, and like this you will draw, then there is a difference between these two letters. This is Mem Sofit, and this is Samek. So watch it very carefully. This is Mem Sofit and this is Samek. So here the portion is right angle, but here it is a curve. The difference between Mem Sofit and Samek. Next alphabet is Ain. Now, as I told you, that Samek means support or laying of an hand, also it is called Samek. So from next letter of the alphabet, we see the body parts. Next alphabet, that is 15th letter, that is 16th letter. This is the 15th letter, and you know that numeric value of this Samek is 60. Numeric value is 60. We saw Noon as 50. Noon is having a numeric value as 50. Then After 15th letter, the 16th letter out of 22 letter is called Ain. How to write Ain? It is very simple. So this is Ain. In ancient time, it was written like this, pictographic language, like a I. So the Ain, the translation is nothing but I, or a spring, or a fountain. Now, like Aleph, this is also a silent letter. Ain is also a silent letter, and it gives actually it gives no sound because it is a silent letter. Like Aleph, we saw that it is also silent letter. So Ain is also a silent letter. It gives no sound. Now, Ain in English transliteration, we saw that Aleph is apostrophe. So in English transliteration, Ain is reverse apostrophe. Reverse.
What page number we are on the book?
Page number 20, you can see.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I saw it.
So this is 16th letter out of 22 letter, and numeric value of this Ain is 70.
Okay, I see that.
It is a 70 numeric value. Ain is a silent letter. It gives no sound. Like Aleph, it doesn't give any sound. And in ancient time, in pictographic language, it was written like this. It's the shape of an eye. Now, very important thing about the Ain. Ain is the guttural letter. Guttural means the letter that comes out of the throat. Ain is a guttural letter. And the second thing about this Ain is, although it is a silent letter during ancient time, uh, it gives guttural sound like G. G. Now, you may ask how it gives a G sound. If you read this word, this is Gaza. Gaza. So it is not Aza, but it is Gaza. Similarly, the word Gomorrah. Gomorrah begins with Ain. In ancient times, it was giving a G sound. But in this modern script, we see that it is a silent letter. Now, next letter of alphabet is Pe. How to write Pe? A handwritten version. So this is actually a Pe. If there is a dot, then it is Pe. But if there is no dot, then it is fe. It is fe. It gives clear P sound in play, and it gives a clear PH sound in phone or F sound in put. In transliteration, it is clear P. And in English transliteration, over P, there is a bar. And when this transliterated form is there, that means it is F or PH. So,
Sir, excuse me, there is lot of disturbance. Someone is really disturbed.
I'm not getting, sister, what you told.
Now they're muted. It was lot of disturbance was there. We couldn't hear you properly.
See this. Best way is I will mute everyone then. Okay. Am I audible now? So in pay means actually mouth. See, the shape is also like mouth. Pay is mouth. And if we put a dot, now this is the very clear distinguishing sound between pay and fay. If there is a dot, then it is P. In play, that is P, pay. But if there is no dot, that dot is called dagesh. If there is no dagesh or dot, then it is fay. It gives a sound in phone, PH sound in phone, or F sound in put. And transliteration, you can see for P it is clear, P with dot, and without dot over P, there is a little horizontal line is there. Actually, meaning of pay is mouth. So this is how you have to write in a handwritten form. Will be given, or in your workbook, there at the end of the chapter there are square boxes. Otherwise, I will send you a PDF file. You have to take the printout of that PDF file, and you have to practice all these letters of the alphabet in a square box. Everyone is clear about pay and fay? Then, as I told you that this ayin means eye and pay means mouth. And this pay is having a numeric value as 80. Next letter of Hebrew alphabet is Sade. Sade is little difficult to write, but if you see, watch it very carefully, then you will observe. Also, before going to Sade, this pay is also having a Sofit form that is called pay Sofit. So how to write pay Sofit? You have to just this portion you have to extend below the line of writing. So how to write pay Sofit? So this is Pe Sofit. Only this portion, this portion I have extended below the line of writing. At the end of the word, when Pe comes, then it is written in this Sofit form. Okay, so how to write Sade? Please watch it very carefully. From left corner, you have to start from here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, is the Sofit form same for both pay and fay?
Sofit form.
Yes, sir. Or will the dot come for pay? Pay Sofit.
Don't get confused. With dot, it is clear. P sound, Pay. Without dot, it is F sound. It gives F sound, F. And this is Pe Sofit. It is written at the end of the word.
So, sir, for pay Sofit, there is no dot. So that's why I was.
No dot.
Okay. And for fay Sofit, is there a fay Sofit?
Or Pe Sofit?
Is there a fay Sofit?
No. Just later. We'll show you with example so that you understand. Now, let me give you one example. Now, this is Carf. Carf and Sofit. The word is read as Carf. That means hand. Or it is also written as Kaph. So at the end, it gives a F sound or PH sound.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Another example I'll give you, that is top. This, the Hebrew word top means nursing child or a small children. Okay, got it? The sound, it gives PH or F sound at the end when it comes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So can you give an example of something which ends with P, Sofit P? Say, for example, tap or cop, we say in English. Is that something like that? With P sound, ending with a P Sofit. This is a PH Sofit.
Ending with
What you have shown is a PH Sofit, right? Scarf, Aleph. Aleph also, when you write Aleph, that again you have a PH sound there. Something which the P sound, which ends with P.
no. Sofit form, when it is written at the end of the word, then it gives PH or F sound.
Okay.
Don't get confused.
Yeah.
When this comes at the end of the word. For example, that's why I've given you two examples. When that pay comes at the end of the word, this calf Calf is nothing but the hand. जो हाथ का पंजा हम बोलते हैं, that is calf. So it ends with pesofit. Pesofit, and this gives actually ph or f sound. So I will just make correction over here. It is actually a pesofit. P-H-E-Y. Pesofit. At the end of the word, at the end of the word, when this pe comes, it gives f or ph sound in poem. Okay. Now sade, you have to start from this upper top. Becomes too much. Start from here, then there should be a curve over here, and this line which goes to the left top. This is called sade. Sade. Now, in English transliteration, under S, there is a dot. So this also comes under the category of sibilant. One more letter which gives S sound. It gives S sound in S in sun. Okay, sorry. It is a sade actually, and although it gives yes sound, but actually the sound is very difficult to pronounce. It is ts. Ts in sits. Ts in sits. So this ts sound it gives. Sade. Sade is the 18th letter of Hebrew alphabet. Numeric value is 90. Sade is also having a Sofit form. When it comes at the end of the word, then it is written in a Sofit form. And that is called Sade Sofit. So how to write Sade Sofit? It's very easy, like English Y. From here you start. So this is Sade Sofit. Sade Sofit. Actually, the word Sadik means righteous. The word Sevaot begins with Sade. Yahweh Sebaot or Yahweh Sevaot. So that time when it actually begins with a word, you'll observe that that T sound is silent. So what we hear is Sevaot. That means Lord of Armies. But when it is at the end, sometimes you will find that this TS sound is written. It's, for example, I will give you one example.
So Jehovah Sitkenu,
Righteousness.
is that right?
Now this is just 1 minute, sir. It is tist. Sorry. So it gives TS sound at the end. But when I start with the spelling Sevaot, I will not write in a square box, just to show you. Now this Yod He Vav He means Yahweh, Yahweh Sevaot. Now this spelling Sevaot, it starts with Sade. So here you will find a yes sound. S sound. Okay, any doubts regarding Sade and Sade Sofit? Regarding the sound?
So Jehovah Sitkenu,
Huh.
this Sade.
Yeah, the first word begins with Sade. Sitkenu. Sitkenu. Best way when you call the name of a god, which is very sacred and holy, you just call it as a Yodhe Vavhe, or the proper pronunciation of the holy name of a god is Yahweh. Sade that you wrote in don't get confused. See here, this is the consonant Sade. This which you have to write Sade, and this is Sade Sofit. Here, Sade Sofit like a English Y shape. And this is the example which I have given. So don't get confused. Any question? After finishing alphabet, all the 22 letters, I'm going to show you how grammatically and how okay, one more time you want me to write Sade. Okay, sure. Start from here and this is Sade. And this is Sade Sofit, like English Y. So The root word used for the name of our God is Haya, and from that Haya, grammatically, the third person masculine singular, that is, it becomes Yahweh, and the first person common singular, it becomes Eye. So that at this stage you will not understand. After learning alphabet, all the letters of the alphabet, I will show you grammatically what is the correct name, because there is a lot of confusion about the name of our God. Christians don't know the name of their God, what they should, whom they are praying, but they don't know the name. But Hebrew gives us the clear insight what is actually name of a God, which reveals in Exodus chapter 33, Exodus chapter 3, verse 13 and 14. Because God himself reveals to his servant Moses that this is what you have to say to the children of Israelites. This is my name. So you will not understand that grammatically unless and until you learn all the Hebrew alphabet. Okay. So after Sade is a Kof, the only consonant which line goes below the line of writing. Now, how to write Kof? See, this line goes below the box. Then from here, this is Kof. 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 Everyone say without unmuting. Kof.
Cough. Cough.
Go.
It is very important because we have learned Carf. Carf gives a sound as K. K. Whereas Kof is transliterated as Q. Q. Q in Quran, Q in Kish, Q in Kadosh. Now, very important thing to remember here is, although English transliteration is Q, sound is K. K. While doing the transliteration, you have to write Q, but while pronouncing the sound, you have to pronounce the K. For example, I will give you one example of that. But before that, let me tell you that this Kof is having numeric value as 100. Kof is having a numeric value as 100. Its line goes below the box. There is none of the consonant which line goes below the box. Only this consonant, Kof, which line goes below the box, and 4 Sofit form. Which are the 4 Sofit form I have shown you? Anyone remembers? Which letter has Sofit forms?
Sir, Kaf, Mem, Nun, and Pe.
And last one is Sade. Only Mem fits in the box, otherwise all the Sofit forms line goes below the box. And this is the one consonant Kof, which line also goes below the box. Okay, one example I will show you so that you'll understand it properly. One letter I will write. Now, this is a very important word in Hebrew. The meaning is holy. For this holy, they used 4 alphabet: Kof, Dalet, Wow, and last alphabet which we had to learn, Shin. So this is Kadosh. Kadosh. Getting? What is the sound of Kof? Kof का sound क्या है?
K.
K. K.
K. K.
And what is the transliteration of Kof?
Q.
Yeah, very good.
Q.
Yeah. Next letter of the alphabet is called Resh. That is the 20th letter. And this Resh, you have to be very careful. See, you have to start from here. Then there is a curve over here. If you will not make a curve, then it is very much identical to Dalet. So very confusing alphabet, Dalet and Resh. Dalet is having a 90-degree angle, right angle over here, but Resh is a curve over here. Resh. So from this Resh, the word derived is Rosh. Rosh means head. And from this, you might have heard Rosh Hosanna. There is a festival, Rosh Hosanna. Rosh means head. Actually, the word Rosh or Resh means head. Head. So numeric value of Resh is 200. It gives a R sound in run. Now, this Resh is also called a guttural letter, like Ain we saw, but this Resh is technically not a guttural letter. It sometimes behaves as a guttural letter. Guttural letter are those letters which do not accept dagesh in their losum. So next chapter we are going to study that, but Resh is also called a guttural letter. And the meaning is head. Head. It gives R sound. R. Next, 21th alphabet. Now, there are 2 letters of this alphabet, but it is considered as one alphabet. According to the sound, it seems that there are 2 letters, but they are considered as a one alphabet. Now, how to write Seen and Sheen? Seen or Shin, Sheen. This sin is not translated as English sin. That means pap. No. The sin or shin is nothing but, everyone look to me. Look at me. This 2 alphabet, sin or shin, it is related to the 2 front teeth. Ivory. Shen, the word shen or shin means 2 front teeth. And its shape is like that only. See how to write sin and shin. From here, go to the middle. Now, it is very important when dot is at my left hand side, then it is clear sin. When dot is at right hand side, then it is SHIN, shin. Sin and shin. It gives yes sound in sit or sun.
Sir,
Yeah,
while writing this scene, we are going from left to right.
we are going from
Left to right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. For sin, English transliteration is acute accent over here or S, and for shin over S, there is a circumflex which is towards downwards. Although sound is distinguishing, it is considered as a one alphabet. Sin and shin. Sin and shin. It is considered as a one alphabet. In ancient time, it was considered as a one alphabet. Only the sound is distinguishing sound. When dot is at left hand side, then it is sin. And when dot is at right hand side, then it is shin. Very important. You need to remember this transliteration. When there is a sin, an English transliteration or yes, there is acute accent. Whereas for shin, there is a circumflex which is going towards downward or yes. Okay, we are going to finish in 2-3 minutes. Last alphabet, that is 22 alphabet, is called Tau. Tau. In modern Hebrew, it is written as Tau. So how to write Tau? It is very similar to writing of the Ket. Only this portion is little tilted. Here, once again, I will show you. This foot is angular over here. Tau. When there is a dot in tau, then it gives a clear T sound. Clear T sound in teeth. When there is a no dot, so it is under T, there is a horizontal line over there, and it gives a TH sound in theory. In ancient times, this letter was written like this, across tricks, which Yahweh Elohim every now and then mentions that I have put a Tau on your forehead. Yeshua also says, I'm Alpha and Omega. In ancient times, in Old Testament, Yahweh Elohim also says that I am Aleph and I am Tau, beginning and ending. Numeric value is 400. There is one more letter of the alphabet which gives a t, that is T sound, that is teth. But the difference between teth and tau, for teth under T there is a dot, but here no dot. Okay, so I think all the letters of the Hebrew alphabet from Aleph to Tau we are finished. What is the difference between the G from Gimel and Ain? Please listen very carefully. Gimel gives a G sound, clear G sound, but whereas as we are studying classical biblical Hebrew, Ain is a silent letter and it gives in English transliteration it is like Aleph, it is a silent letter, and in English transliteration it is written as reversed apostrophe. Aleph is the apostrophe and Ain is a reverse apostrophe. In ancient times, because it is a guttural letter, it gave sound like G, the word Gomorrah or the word Gaza. So that begins with Ain. In ancient time, there were some words where when Ain begins a letter, it was giving a G sound. Not all. There are some exception only. Otherwise, whatever vowels we put under them, it will take that sound. For example, or Aleph, under Aleph, if we put A class vowel, it will give sound A. Similarly, this Ain also, if we put under Ain A class vowel, it will also give sound A. The further detailed information I told you in ancient time, how it behaves as a, because being a guttural letter, it gives sound G. Okay, any questions? Otherwise, we'll finish. If no questions, then I will stop screen sharing.
When
Yeah,
when will be the next class, on Thursday or Friday again?
on Thursday only. Next class will be Thursday.
Same time.
Yeah, same.
Thank you.
Only on the 9th, we will have to adjust because our last day is there for out of 40 days. So 9th comes on Thursday only. So on 9th also, we are going to do the same thing.
Friday.
On Friday 10th, we'll take the class. And
Okay.
from then, there will be a regular class.
On every Thursday.
Yeah, on every Thursday.
Okay. Thank you.
So Yahweh Barakeka, God bless you. Let's pray. Gracious, loving Father, your name is Eyasheri. And every time you prove who you are, Lord. in every situation, in every circumstances, you proves who you are, Lord. Lord, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I pray to bless every one of them, Lord, and give them chokmah, that is wisdom and understanding. Please rest of the whole time into your hand, Lord. In Yeshua's holy name, I pray.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Toda,
Thank you so much.
toda. Lailato means good night.
Good night.
Good night. And some of you, Boker Tov. Boker Tov means good morning.
Yes. Good morning.